Well, I won't repeat, what everyone already knows, the safety, the weather, all of those things. But I think the main reason is that we have the opportunity. There is an imbalance between demand and supply. Okay, there is a strong demand for quality products in a location like Portugal, but we don't have that supply today. We don't have real estate development, many sectors that represent a good fit for the demand that currently people are looking for. So as long as we develop today quality product on the office space, on the residential, on the logistic, and also on the touristic sector, we will be able to attract demand or attract new people that today is not considering to Portugal. As an example, on the office sector, I have no doubt that once we have all of these new projects that are coming to the market from some of our peers in the city center, that will attract a new wave of companies that today are not established in Portugal. They will not come to Portugal to sell products or services. They will come to Portugal to establish themselves because it will be competitive to attract and to retain talented people that they need for their companies. And from the location that they will have in Lisbon, they will be very competitive in their own value proposition to their stakeholders. Okay, so the reason that we have an opportunity to invest in Portugal is that the lack of quality product across different sectors on the real estate market, and we have the opportunity to create that product and to attract new companies that will come to Lisbon to sell service across the world. Well, we are keeping our investment strategy very anchored in the same that we have previously. Okay, so we are very focused on the office space. We continue to see opportunities on office space, reinforcing the need for location. So we believe that office for sure will change. The way that we use office today will change. We don't foresee major material structural change in the office. But we do see that flexible working is here to stay, and the antennas will use the space in a different way, and therefore the location will even become more and more relevant. Okay, so we believe that there are opportunities to be developed in the city centers with good quality office in the city center of Lisbon, Porto, and other cities across Portugal that could attract and retain talented people. We're also very focused on the granular portfolios, on the big REO portfolios that have come to the market. We continue to see opportunities there, but we are now becoming also very, I would say, deploying our capabilities, our experience, our track record on the opportunistic side on different sectors. I would say that we are definitely looking at the touristic sector, hotels and alikes. We are also looking at the logistics space, logistics sector, as there is need to create more capacity on that space. And for those reasons, I would say that there is not a major shift, but there is, I would say, enlarging our capabilities in terms of investment in Portugal. We continue to be very convicted in the opportunity on the office sector in the city centers, as we've done in the past, very successful, and where we have a very strong and effective track record, and where we've built capabilities, leveraging a very seasoned team that we have in the company, and we believe that, and we are not betting, but we are deploying more capital to other sectors which until now we are not devoting a lot of time, but I would say more on an opportunistic basis to the touristic hotel sector or likes, and on a different way to logistics, where with the change of people working from home and with more people buying online, there is undoubtedly a need to increase the capacity of the last mile logistics. But we are looking at those opportunities because we anticipate that there will be demand for that type of real estate assets.
But didn't that demand for logistics and touristic related assets, didn't that demand already exist before the pandemic?
I think everyone was foreseeing that something would happen, but now we've been now it's almost pedal to the metal. Okay, now we have a situation where the trends that we were looking in the market for the next 2 or 3 years have been anticipating to yesterday. So things that we are looking in the mid and long range now have become short-term needs. And those are the things that we need to address. On that, as an example, on the logistics sector. On the hotel sector, it's undoubtedly we are taking an opportunity driven by the dislocation of the market, imbalance on the capital structures of the sponsors, and we have a view that because of that imbalance and that issues or weakness in some capital structures, we can create a good investment case there. We think the location will become even more important. The way that the office will be used will be different, and we'll have it won't be as crowded as it was in the past. But it will have more social spaces, more ways to interact with employees, with staff, because the office is a big part of the way to attract and retain talent, the way that we train people, the way that we coach people. So the people will not come to the office most likely every single day for 52 weeks, but they will come, the bulk of the days they will come to the office, and they will be able to work some days from home or from different places. But the office will need to be a central part of the way that people work in a different way. So we don't have a view that people will make material reductions on their office space, but they will need to actually do different use of the space with more social areas. And for that reason, we also think that the location of the office will become even more relevant. Okay, I think, and this is a big part of our thesis, that city center office, and I think Portugal, Lisbon and Porto now are developing very attractive projects in the city center that will attract a new wave of tenants. But once they see that there is availability of spaces, of quality offers in the city center, they will attract more demand. So demand will attract more demand. Today, we have companies that would like to establish themselves in Portugal to sell products and services across the world, but they don't look at Lisbon or Porto because Lisbon and Porto don't have the quality offering in terms of location and amenities of the space available to rent. And we will have that, I would say, in the short to medium term. Okay, and we as an industry, what we need to do is to work together to make Lisbon and Porto and other cities very attractive, because we have all of the attributes to make it attractive. Okay, as a way to attract and retain talented people, as to serve as a hub, because we all know the good things that we have in Portugal in terms of talented people, safety, weather. I won't repeat myself on that.